What's up? What's up? So I'm here at the terminal here in Greer, and I was just first. I went from Memphis. I went from Memphis to Georgia. Then I did some runs in Georgia. Then I came over to here to South Carolina to the terminal. I had a load right down, not too far from here, so I just stopped the load and came over to the terminal. And then I was thinking about I posted a picture of the food, the TA food right here in South Carolina was pretty good. I had some country fried steak, some grits, hash browns and eggs, and actually put me to sleep. It was so good, gave me a sense of home. You know, getting some a home cooked meal, kind of sort of in a way. So I was talking to a friend about mentoring. He's been driving for a while. They asked him if he want to mentor. He said he's not going to mentor because he's still learning on his own. And I was thinking, I was like, you know, in my opinion, of course, it's good to have like. Well, before I said it, let me say, I was at the terminal in Rochelle, and I had to wash some clothes, and that truck had to be worked on. So I figured I'd wash the clothes while I was there. The sun's probably in my eye, but anyway, I had to wash clothes. So I was there, and a guy was picking up his student, and so when I came out, it was like the first day he was picking up his student, and the guy took his student out, and he went outside to the truck. And when I came outside to get in my truck, the truck had me fixed when I came out. He had his student. Sat and watched for a while. He had a student started to learn how to back already on the first day. So I said that to say that not all, there's some good mentors out there, but for the most part, from what I hear, from fellow students, even from different companies, that they had some shitty mentors out there. So my thing is, regardless of how long you've been driving, if you started a day, you've been driving 10 years, or 20 years, it doesn't matter. If you don't give a shit about the student, all you care about is money, then what does it matter? But if you generally care and generally want to see your students succeed, then I figure you're worth having as a mentor, even if you're just learning. Not just learning, but you get what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Even if you just, because a lot of times people team drive together, and they just get going in the truck. People team drive together, and they're just starting out. So they just start out together, and they do runs together. But the most important part that people struggle with out here is not the driving portion. The driving portion is the backing. Like when you get into these truck stops, where you want to back, or you want to get certain shippers where it's tight. You need to know how to back and get in there. So that's the most important thing you need to learn while you're with your mentor. It's how to get into these narrow spots. Make sure you get your more than 40 backs in while you're that's what Swift requires, for you to have 40 backs while you're with your mentor. But you need more than that. As much as you can, get as many in as you can to learn how to back into these tight spots. And make sure you pre-trip. Those are pre-trip, post-trip, because anything can happen. You don't want to be because I like one time I was telling you, I said it in the last video. I just stopped for a minute to get some fuel, and I just did a walk around, and the tire was leaking. So I had to go to the terminal indicator to get it fixed. I could have been, that was just it was a blessing for me to do that. And I started doing that often. You know, every time I stop, I circle around real quick and see what's going on with the truck, see if anything's going on, see if anything's happening with the truck. So, but yeah, you know, like I said, some of these mentors, but like I said, some of them are good, some of them are great, and some of these vets are great. But some of these vets, some of these mentors, they don't give two shits. They can see somebody struggling, and just laugh and watch. It's like it's pathetic, man. Me, I'm not built like that. I'm not built that way. I want to see people win. You know what I mean? I don't want to. I don't want to see nobody fail, especially when they're trying to feed their families and stuff like that. I don't want to see anybody fail. So I'm built different. You know what I mean? Other people, I don't know. I guess they figure. I don't know what they figure, but it's ridiculous. You know. I was at a truck stop and I saw a guy. He was sitting in the truck. He was just laughing. I got out and tried to help the guy, and I'm just starting out. So he was trying to back into one of the spots, and he almost hit the guy's truck, and the guy was just sitting there laughing. So, you know, it's sad, but like I say, if you're just starting out and you really care about seeing your students win, then I think you'll be a great mentor. So that's it. Here in Greer, South Carolina, relaxing for a little bit before I head out. Just want to shoot a quick video about mentoring and a great TA food. And I guess I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to push your comments, like, subscribe, and I'll see you.